Relax, relax.
This shit is annoying for obvious reasons, right? We over here in the states in the colonies we refer to this as cooning. Acting like a coon, buck dancing, doing pratfalls, making a general public nuisance of yourself. Ideally it's designed to make you look like a non-threat to the minority majority, okay? But like it's really annoying and shit. It has a sinister underside and shit in that it is designed to undermine the masculinity of straight black men here in the slave quarters, okay? Now let's call it the slave quarters. And I refer to this goddamn country, our ethnic community, as the goddamn slave quarters because of shit like this, in part. All right? Because we have people that can just come in to our community with no code of conduct and shit, but if you go to their countries and you do weird shit that they don't like, they'll harm you, okay? They'll fuck you up, okay? They'll take you out. I've heard many stories. We've all heard stories of Americans going over to tether countries and doing some shit they didn't realize and pissing them off and getting immediately chin checked, or disappearing and shit or whatever, being robbed. And I'm just tired of this shit. I'm tired of this cooning ass behavior. This shit, I'm calling both of these motherfuckers ops. Okay? I'm calling both of these motherfucker ops and shit. They have no self-respect and shit, okay? But, it just has a sinister side to it and shit. Okay, it's designed to make a mockery of black people. Alright? It's just like wearing blackface. Alright, these niggas is wearing blackface in the black community and shit, okay? The goddamn tethers. And I don't feel like I have to make a disclaimer. If you ain't doing no shit like this, then, I'm not referring to you. But like I don't want to say we need a code of conduct. We need a lot of shit. Okay, we need a lot of shit, but like, I've been noticing for a minute these fuckers been coming over here, pretending to be us and shit, and just doing the most and shit, okay? Like half of the egregious shit you'll find in social media and online, you can trace it to a goddamn tether. Okay? To a tether, pretending to be us. Now I've put out videos in the past where I busted, female, female tether, pretending to be a American black woman and shit. 3Ks are said. Pretending to be a regular black woman and shit, and talking about you don't need these niggas and all this shit. That's fucking African. Okay, it's a motherfucking African. And these dudes are tethers and shit. Okay, I don't care where the fuck they come from. I'm disgusted with their behavior, especially the guy in that first clip. He wouldn't have made it out of that goddamn restaurant if I was in there with some brothers. Okay, he wouldn't have made it out of that shit. Alright? Just metaphorically speaking and shit. And that second dude, man, you see why he's so swollen and shit. He needs that shit to defend himself. Okay, he's not a part of the pronoun community, okay? He's not a part of that. He's just out there just doing the most and shit. For some reason, when he was doing that, I kept thinking of Kevin Hart. I kept thinking of Kevin Hart because he made a career on being an annoying little coon and shit. And then I'm looking at this motherfucker and shit, okay? He's out here shaking his titties and, jiggling around and shit. I'm just like, man, just put a, just go full-blown drag, Put a fucking dress on. Put some lashes on. Put a wig on. Put a blonde wig on. It's probably next anyway. It's probably done that in private for some white dude that done paid for his services. Okay, I'm just disgusted with these guys. Okay, and these tethers in general and shit. Okay, I made a video a long time ago where there was a, there was a concerted effort by these people, these ops, these agents, to just go to places, that were associated with, black people, foundational black people, if I may be so bold, and make a mockery of themselves. Okay, you had a tether at the fucking, the Lincoln Memorial and shit, with wearing nothing but a towel and a bonnet and shit, with a bucket full of water, and he was doing the same thing this motherfucker, this swole ass nigga was doing. He was doing the same fucking thing, messing around at the Lincoln Memorial and shit, dancing around in front of a bunch of white people. All he had to do was, I think he should have wore a little pillbox hat and got two symbols and clapped them shits together. And the white people should have gave him peanuts. They should have threw candy and coins at him and shit. I would have liked to throw him some coins at his ass, and give him like a free lunch. Give him a whole two-piece, all right, to the chin. All right, and I don't even get into it. There was a female tether, and during that same time, they had went to that same memorial. A black tether. And she was doing that weird shit where she was doing like a weird rain dance or something, shaking. She called herself twerking, and she was doing it on Martin Luther King's birthday. So they come over here. They have no respect for our culture whatsoever, the good culture. All right, I don't want to hear shit from any of you motherfuckers talking about our culture over there and shit. Okay, because if you do, I'm gonna come burn your ass. I'm gonna burn your ass. You just take this fucking L. Okay, you take this shit from me. Okay, you need it. All right, you motherfuckers have no code of conduct. And we're tired. I want to separate from you motherfuckers. Okay, I want to separate. I wish they could find some way to just, mark you fuckers, okay, so that people know who you are. Okay, this ain't enough. We're saying it and shit. Like some other content creators, they're actually making videos that identifying you motherfuckers. When you do some of these crazy crimes you do over here. Some of these crazy psychotic criminal activities you guys do, and then, the minority majority just says it's black people doing it. You know, it's black people. Well, there's a contingent of the black community that you never see in media, shit, in front of the camera. Okay, we're not that exciting and shit. We're regular. We're citizens of this bitch, okay? As much as you can be under the minority majority purview. All right? We got enough problems in my community without, buck dancing coons and shit from outside of it. All right? You're not invited to the fucking cookout. Okay? And it's just, I guess it's got to reach a fever pitch. I really like to see some mobbing behavior when someone's off code. Like off code and shit. I'm just tired of seeing this cooning nasty ass shit. It's not funny. Fucking Cardi B was saying, like, leave that ladder, that big swole guy alone. Oh, he's just having fun and shit like this. I'm like, well, what if he makes fun of your fucking culture? Huh? What if he makes fun of your shit? You don't have no fucking standards, She don't have no fucking standards. She's in show business. She's in the music industry. Just think what she had to do to get where she had to go and shit. So we know she don't have no self-respect worth of shit. But she being a hypocrite, promoting her shit, but she doing different in her house. She ain't doing the shit that she tell these dumbass black women to do. That's the same argument I use for these goddamn coons. You don't do this shit in your own country. You don't go to your country and dance around a book dance and cooning this shit, in the middle of a bunch of brothers out there. There's some brothers over there in them other countries that'll, they'll take care of you, okay? And I'm just saying, like, over here in this community, man, we're so fucked. We're so fucked. This shit is like soul crushing, and that's the point. That's why they're doing it and shit. They want to muddy the waters. They want to make black people look as infantile and mindless as humanly possible. It's all part of the plan and shit to present us as a lesser being. Okay, all right. These guys are ops. Their activities are designed to muddy the waters in the black community and destroy our public image as people and shit. All right. That's what they're doing. They're just doing the worst. Okay, they're out there buck dancing and cooning and shit. And they have a plethora, and they commit a lot of really crazy, insane crimes that You know, insanity, like straight up insanity. And a lot of times you look at it be some fucking tether doing some of these crazy crimes, like, you know, killing motherfuckers and, you know, doing shit like mutilating them and, you know, all kind of shit. Weird shit, man. They bring over here, they bring the fucked up ways over here and they cooning and the backbiting and shit and the you know, crawling on their belly, you know, and you know, buck dancing and opening their pussy, you know, for the minority majority and shit. And then they do that with they use their melanin to masquerade as foundational black Americans and shit. And so, you know, I feel like calling it out because I looked at this shit. It got on my fucking nerves and shit. And I gotta admit, you know, I'd probably be wearing an orange jumpsuit, you know, if I saw that big swole nigga doing that in front of me, man. You know, if I saw him. And I think it's disgusting, man. I'm glad that he worked out and he, you know, built up his body and he looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the fucking like early 80s. And he got that kind of physique. I think he needs to have that kind of physique if he's gonna go out there and be a op, you know, be an agent of chaos. Yeah, I think he should be swole. You know, I hope he keeps working out. Okay, and I hope he keeps his fucking head on the swivel and shit because you know he might get a free ride in the back, you know, in the trunk of a Lincoln Continental, and you know they just move on in and get in that fucking plastic bag, you know. But you know, I'm just saying, I'm just you know being introspective about you know what his chances are in the future and shit. Okay. I'm just saying, you know, I'm tired, man. I'm not gonna have an argument with you fucking tellers. And if anybody come in my fucking comment section fucking around, oh, we gonna do a dance and shit, okay?
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck, 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 fuck.
This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.